What's going on, guys? This is Akeem Brooks from Empire Financial. I just wanted to take a quick second to talk about this 50-year mortgage thing that's been floating around the news and social media these past couple days. I'm sure by now we're all familiar with the basic idea of the proposal. So you take your 30-year mortgage, you extend it out another 20 years, it lowers the monthly payment that you're responsible for, should make housing more affordable for certain people. And I'm sure that will help certain people in certain markets get into housing that they potentially might not have been able to otherwise afford. However, there is definitely a cost-benefit analysis I believe needs to take place between yourself and your potential loan officer. So when you extend out your period of that mortgage from the 30 years traditionally to the now 50 years that's being proposed, you have to consider the fact that you're paying a lot more in interest on that money over that period of time. In the first 30 years of that 50-year mortgage, you could have had that property paid off had you just gone with a 30-year mortgage. But now you're paying an additional 20 years. That's a lot more interest that's going to have to come out of your pocket to be able to pay off that loan. Because of that, that kind of leads me to my next point. Because you owe so much more on this property now in the aggregate, your ability to access the equity in that home is also inhibited in that sense. If you, for example, have a family emergency, the car breaks down, something happens medically, and you have equity in your home, you have an ability to pay for those, life emergencies that always come up, right? Whereas with a 50-year, that might not be as easy to do because the equity just might not be there. And then on top of that, it's just the elephant in the room of it's a 50-year mortgage. If somehow by the grace of God, you're able to graduate college with a high paying job and you're able to secure a home loan straight out of college at 20, 21, 22, you're still paying off that property into your 70s. It doesn't seem like a great way to build wealth to me. I don't personally really understand where the 50-year kind of fits in nor who it's going to serve. But at any rate, the implications of that 50-year mortgage are you're paying more in interest to own less because you can't access that equity for a much longer amount of time. And you're doing that for a much longer amount of time, 50 years versus 30. So in my opinion, I don't think I'll really be recommending too many 50 years for very many people at all. But if that's something that you're interested in, something you want to talk about, I'm always happy to talk shop, talk real estate. All my socials are going to be listed down below, and I hope everybody has a great day.